All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome everybody back to another video today. So we have all of the Season 2 Zombies challenges in Cold War Zombies. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of like tips and tricks on how to get these done more efficiently, how to complete all of them, get all of the calling cards and XP that are tagged alongside it, and I hope you guys find this video enjoyable. I always find these season challenges funny because they range from being, so simple that anybody with thumbs can do it to genuinely pretty difficult. So I'm going to show you guys how to get through each and every single one of these. Real quick, before we do get started, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would be incredible. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Don't forget to do that as well. We are on that road to 500,000 subscribers, and you guys have been absolutely amazing. So let's take a look at these challenges, and let's start from the beginning. Now, obviously, some of these higher ones you will have to be a certain level for within the season in order to be eligible to complete these. But with that being said, let's take a look. So the first challenge we have is called Contraband. You need to purchase Wonder Weapon ammo 10 times. And I'm going to be honest with you, you can probably do this challenge in about 10 seconds if you have enough points. If you're playing any zombies map or playing like D Machine and you've got a ray gun or a ray K, whatever it is, if you have enough points stacked up, you can simply shoot one bullet and just keep buying ammo over and over again. Odds are you're going to get this just by generally playing the game, but if you want to just quickly speed run through this challenge, you can do this in about 10 seconds with enough points. This next one we have is called Strategic Operations. You need to capture 25 ether reactors in Firebase C, and to be honest, that is kind of a lot. Now, there's a couple ways you can go about this, just playing Firebase C over and over again, setting up the game and turning on all those ether reactors. You get about 3 at a time, or I'm pretty sure you can let them go during assault rounds and let them break down so that when you recapture them, that counts as another device. Doing that strategy and letting them break down the generators first of all and then repowering those is probably a better alternative. Otherwise, you have to play at least 8 separate games of Firebase C. So however you want to go about doing it is perfectly fine, but I'm just giving you guys a couple of different options on how to complete this efficiently. Up next, we have a challenge called Overheating, which involves you getting 250 kills with the death machine. You will need to be ranked 20 for this, and you'll get 15,000 XP and this calling card. Now, in my opinion, the best way to go about doing this with the least death machines possible is get to a relatively higher round, get in a camping spot such as the one I'm in right now, and just go in with the death machine because it's still pretty strong regardless of the highest wave that you can get to. Basically, you just want the most amount of zombies at once with the least amount of time in between possible, so you should get this done at about, I don't know, 2 or 3 death machines, maybe 4. Next up, we've got one called Hide and Seek. This is forcing 10 mimics to reveal themselves by shooting their hidden form. Now, technically speaking, you can do this one in Outbreak as they do hide. Some of them, pose as crates or salvage, whatever it is, and you can get a fair amount doing this, but in my opinion, you're going to get a better volume of mimics by doing this in Firebase C. You can literally see them turn into the item if you're quick enough, and you can see exactly which one it is. Simply shoot the item, the mimic will pop out, and then you kill that one, and that will be one for the challenge. You only have to do that 10 times, and that will be that one completed. Next up, we have another one called Disarmed, and this is destroying 10 Mangler arm cannons. Now, you do need to be level 40. For doing this, you'll get 5,000 XP and a calling card. This one is pretty dang easy. You just need to find 10 different Manglers and shoot their arms off before killing them. Now, again, similar to the mimics, you can do this in Firebase Z, and you'll probably get more of a concentration of them there, but you also get a fair amount of Manglers in Outbreak as well. You can even try to do these challenges at the same time if you want to, so either way, whatever you really enjoy playing, I would recommend that. Firebase C might technically be a little bit more efficient, but either way are still going to be fast. This next one's called Field of Fire, and you're going to need to kill 25 enemies that are on fire from a Hellhound explosion. Now, in my opinion, easily the most efficient way to get this one done is in Outbreak, as you have these like big swaths of Hellhounds that you can use, and whether you're doing an objective or not, you're going to have a ton of zombies spawning at the same time, so you can kind of orchestrate them into one another and just kill zombies that are simply on fire from these. It's really, really easy to do, and this is actually probably the challenge you can get done quickest in the entire game. If you don't want to do that method, the camping strategy in Firebase Z, where you sit in the weapons lab room and shoot zombies with the Ray K from there, also works, so you have 2 different options to go for on this one. Next up, we have a challenge called Big Brother, and you need to get 1,500 kills using the Ray K84. Now, in my opinion, the best way to do this is Firebase C and not Outbreak for a couple of reasons. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than you would like to obtain the Ray K with an Outbreak, but also just in terms of sheer volume of zombies, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck if you just spend that time high rounding with this weapon. And obviously, the strategy is a little bit different now because the Ray K got slightly reworked since the last patch, but it's still effective, still viable. You can do the strategy and rack up a ton of kills with the Ray K. It's about 1,500, so that is a pretty solid game of zombies, but going around like 50 or 60, maybe even a little bit farther, should give you enough. After that, we have a challenge called Fire Discipline. This means you need to rapidly kill 3 3 or more enemies with an artillery strike 10 times. And in my opinion, this is a really easy challenge to get done in Outbreak. You can do this while you're exfilling, or you can just do it mid-challenge. There's a bunch of different ways, pretty much just getting a big horde and using an artillery strike. There's not much to this one. This next one, however, is a lot more tricky. It's called Who's Who, interestingly enough. You need to revive yourself using Tombstone Soda 10 times. Now, in my opinion, the best way to go about doing this, get to a round where, you know, it's relatively high and you have enough points to buy Tombstone over and over again. Save one zombie on the round and literally just go down back to back 10 times and keep picking yourself back up. The calling card for this one is really cool as well, and you get a very solid amount of XP, so this one's definitely worth doing, but there's, you know, more efficient ways to go about it than just simply getting it by naturally in game. Moving on, we have a challenge called Close and Personal, and you need to kill 10 manglers using a melee attack. So this one can be a little bit tricky as well. The best ways to go approaching this challenge are to wait till you get an insta kill and get manglers to really low health, and then just finish off with a knife strike. If you have the Bowie knife, or if you have your, you know, weapon class upgraded to where whenever you melee, it's always going to be a Bowie knife, this helps out tremendously. You can also just simply equip your knife as your primary melee weapon and upgrade that fully, and it'll still shred manglers no matter what. So you can play this with a gun or without. You do need to kill 10, so you might want to do this in Firebase Z, because Outbreak you kind of do need a gun for a lot of the challenges. Firebase would probably be the best way to go and tackle this one. After that, we have a challenge called Army Reserves, and you need to kill a mangler using a zombie infected with your brain rot. So I found this one to be a little bit interesting. Like, I think the best way to go about it is to save a mangler at the end of a round and have a small horde of zombies and hopefully put brain rot on your gun and see if you can get one to go. Mangler should be at relatively low health as well, but this one's just kind of random. You can't really do much to guarantee it, but you will get this with enough tries. I would not recommend doing this one in Outbreak, as there's just too many variables that might separate you from getting this challenge completed. Doing this one in Firebase is probably going to be your best bet. After that, we've got a challenge called Feel the Heat, and you need to kill 500 enemies with the Molotov equipment. Now, this one's actually pretty difficult, because you need to make sure you're at a round where the Molotov is still killing. If you get an insta-kill alongside these, then it's absolutely wonderful, and if you're on a higher round, then you can rack up a ton of kills, but even so, you can only really have 3 Molotovs at one time, so you can only get a certain amount of kills, like, you know, per game. And 500 kills is kind of a lot, let alone just with one piece of equipment, so this one might take you a couple of different matches to get done, but doing the D-Machine camping strategy is probably a pretty good way to do it as well. Outbreak, I wouldn't really recommend going for this one. You might just pick up Molotov kills, you know, here and there within that mode, but there's a way to get these done in a concentrated form, and it's probably not Outbreak. After that, we've got a challenge called That's a Knife, and you need to get 500 kills using your primary melee weapon. This is significantly easier than the Molotov one, and you really just need to get, you know, 500 melee kills. Put on your knife, upgrade it fully, you know, get its rarity all the way to legendary, and just go crazy. Again, not really sure if this is better done in Outbreak or in regular zombies, so just whatever you're feeling like playing, I think you're going to get it done either way. It should only take you about, I don't know, 20 or 25 rounds if you're being efficient with this, and you can easily get this challenge done in one game alone. Next up, we've got a challenge that's slightly more difficult called Shadow Assassin, and you need to kill 100 enemies while in your Tombstone Shadow form. So you need to be downed and in your Tombstone while doing this. This can be a little bit more dangerous, because if you happen to go down while in that Tombstone Shadow, your game is literally over. So you need to get 100 kills pretty much while on the brink of death. If you have Tombstone all the way upgraded, I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier, because you get a lot more time within your Tombstone Shadow, and I'm pretty sure you can hold perks as well. You can even do this challenge at the same time as the one where you need to revive yourself 10 times, so you can do these simultaneously and just, you know, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. After that, we've got a challenge called Big Stop, and this one, you don't really have a choice. You have to play this one on Firebase Z. You need to eliminate 10 Ordas, so these are the boss enemies that spawn in every couple of rounds or so on assault waves in Firebase. This one pretty much demands that you high round, and to be honest, you have to go to about round 100 to do this one all in one game, give or take. Completing the boss fight may count as an Orda while doing this challenge, so technically you could run the Easter egg 10 times, or you could literally just do 10 different assault waves. Either way, to get this one, you will need to kill 10 different Ordas. After that one, there's a challenge called Deep Pockets, and you need to exfil with 30,000 essence, and that's actually not that much when you think about it, especially if you're just playing a relatively high round game and not really burning through and buying a whole lot of ammo. If you use equipment and things like war machines and death machines a whole lot, you can just simply stack up points without having really to expend very much at all. Again, 30,000 really isn't a terribly high amount, so you should be able to do this one really almost without even thinking about it. Next one after that, again, fairly straightforward. Just eliminate 20 mimics. You don't need to do it in any particular form or fashion. Just simply killing 20 mimics will give you this challenge, and you can do this one again within Firebase or Outbreak. You might get a better volume of them in Outbreak in higher rounds, but I'm not entirely sure about that. If you just need to get this one, you could probably do this in Firebase a little bit quicker, but you can also do other challenges alongside that one. 20 mimics is still no joke, but at least it's a very straightforward method in obtaining this one, so you should be able to do this one without any real issues. After that is called Bird in the Sky, and you need to get 250 kills using the chopper gunner. You're going to get 8,500 XP for this one, which is pretty dang good. Again, doing this one, whether you're playing high rounds on D Machine, Firebase Z, whatever it is, you can get a lot of these by being on a particularly high round and just using a chopper gunner mid-wave. Another one of those things, easily doable in one game. You could even use chopper gunners to exfil every single match that you play, and you're going to get this challenge done in no time. After that, this one is called Ice Burn, and you need to kill 25 Hellhounds with the Frost Blast field upgrade. Now, this one can be kind of annoying because Frost Blast is really not that good of a specialist if you ask me, and you do have to go out of your way to do this one. Unless you regularly use Frost Blast, most people don't really have this one on. So in my opinion, the best way to go about doing this is head into Outbreak, run Frost Blast, and fully upgraded even better because you can hold 3 charges, and simply run around till you find those big clumps of Hellhounds and just use them one at a time on those. If you get 3 charges, you should be able to fill it up maybe 2 or 3 times and get all of them done. It's not a particularly difficult challenge at all, but you do have to go a little bit out of your way in order to complete this one. And then the last challenge after that is you're going to need to kill 10 enemies with a single napalm strike 5 different times. It's that simple. You just need to have simply 5 different napalm strikes. Now, you can do this in Firebase by doing the holdout locations and the ones where you can literally purchase a napalm and just kill a ton of zombies there. You can do this while exfilling. You can even do this in Outbreak on certain challenges. There's a lot of different methods for going about this one, and I don't think I need to tell you guys how to, most effectively get this one done. You can probably come up with some creative ways yourself. And assuming you completed all those previous challenges we mentioned, then you'll be awarded the Season 2 Zombies Challenges Master, and you'll be given an animated calling card as well, which is really cool. But anyways, guys, those are all the Season 2 Zombies Challenges. If you did enjoy, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're brand new, and also, I do stream zombies almost every day over on Twitch. Gonna be gone this weekend, but as soon as I come back, we're gonna be streaming every day. Link to that is in the description down below if you want to drop a follow and come say hi. I would love to have you over there. Thank you guys once again for watching, and thank you very much for the support. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or the next video. Take it easy. I gotta go, and peace out.